Here's Wilson. Jackson fires. And yes, sir. Matching three-pointers. Wow.
And I think the crowd is admiring the long-range duel.
Now here's Washington. Tight defense on him. Oh, a great move.
Plays like that, so easy for him. The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
Denver has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Now Jackson puts up the tray. Ooh, it misses.
Yeah, I think he forced that a little bit there. Should have tried for a higher percentage look from the three.
He got it.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
Denver trails by 7. From downtown. Cash from downtown.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Washington with the ball. He gets him first, and that puts him up 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Torres, he's guarded by Washington.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And Detroit making a change here. Brissett's checked in.
Substitution for Detroit. Number 22, O'Shea Brissett.
Jackson. And the 3 misses. And an intentional foul right there.
Early into his night. But honestly, I don't know that they can come back no matter who's on the court. With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Making the most of his trip to the line and helping them extend their lead.
Now a timeout called by Denver. We've got 22 seconds left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
I can't wait to see what they draw up here and who they decide to go to.
Here's the Wizard. So it's Detroit picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And now, our player of the game.
And now introducing your opening starting lineup.
One of the focuses of tonight's game was strength in the front court.
Yeah, these teams lean on their bigs heavily. Skill and size, it is always a tough combination, and that is no doubt.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. G is out there with Anderson. Then it's the kid, and it's DJ, and it's Baller in at the 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Barnes. Some nice passing by Oakland here. Inside, here's Houdini, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here's DJ. Another 3 for Chicago.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Barnes. Here is Slim. To the middle. Here's Houdini. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Here's the monster. 12 points his last outing. Pass to Barnes. Here's the monster. 6 to shoot. Pulls it up. Chicago grabs the miss.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
Now, here's DJ. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New Orleans.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
Chicago shooting their first free throw of the evening. That free throw good from G. For Oakland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Here's the monster. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Now, here's DJ. 7-point differential. Puts up a 3. Barnes grabs the miss.
And that miss makes them 4 of 5 to start this one. Not a bad start.
Houdini, good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 6 points for Houdini.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Chicago shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
The kid, he's checked in for Oakland. Here's Bauer. It's deflected. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul, first team
Yeah,
foul.
the defender all over him.
Oakland shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to the kid. Here is Anderson. Here's the kid. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Let's see some of the numbers here for him. Here's Houdini. He's got 6. Top of the key, Russell. Some nice passing by Oakland here. Just 4 to shoot. Houdini passes to the monster. Jacks up a 3. Russell, no good. Chicago leading by 8. Here's the kid. He picked up 21 points in their last win against New Orleans.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Russell passes to the monster. Here is Slim. They get it back. Oh, my goodness, the slam!
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Here's Bauer. That's tipped. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Here in the final days of the NBA regular season, Greg, every team trying to wrap things up on a high note.
Yeah, and even the top teams doing what they can to head into the postseason with some momentum, right? A lot of the teams want to finish strong and have something to build off of.
Now, here's DJ. 6 points for him. Myers, a tad short, but it's good off the front iron. G's got 9 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Oakland trails by 12. Pass to Wolf. Here's Houdini. Here's Slim. A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
DJ kicks to Anderson. Baller passes to DJ. Here's the kid. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's the monster. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Houdini. Down low. And he comes it down.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Chicago leading by 7. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went ice cold so quickly.
So Chicago Going with an almost entirely new grouping. Drexler, he's checked in for G. Magician comes in for Anderson. Easy Breezy's checked in for the Kid. And Jay's subbed in for DJ. Here's Easy Breezy. It's tipped. Pass to Bowler. Buries the long-range jumper. Baller's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Chicago.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
Here's the captain. He takes it in.
Chicago foul.
While there's a chance, we'll show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
2 shots.
Good on both. Chicago leading by 8. Pass to Magician. Here's Baller. Here's Magician. Oh, good on the 3. Oakland has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. To the inside. Chicago grabs the miss.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Here's Jay. Hasn't made one yet. To the paint. Here's Drexler. And the dunk by Drexler.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Goose. Count that one.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Tries the spin move. 1:32 left in the first quarter. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Chicago leading by 10. Inside. Here's Jay. Can't cash in from close range. For Oakland, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Some nice passing by Oakland here. Pass to Slim. Here's Goose. Puts it up from 17 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Jay, the pass to Magician. Here's Easy Breezy. No scoring in this one. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Fires from the wing. Goose with the rebound. Pass to Wolf. Banked in off the glass. Wolf got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Oakland.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's Chicago up by... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Russell is out there with the captain. Then it's Barnes. Then it's Houdini. And for Chicago, they've got G. Anderson is out there with the Kid. And it's DJ, and it's Jay in at the point. Here's the captain. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
The Monsters checked in for Oakland. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you very much for the report. So it's Oakland now, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. To the middle, and stolen by DJ. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Myers.
Taking a look here at some numbers for the kid. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's averaging 11 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him, you have to watch to understand his impact.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Oakland trails by 9. Barnes outside to the inside. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Jay. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to the kid. They set the screen. Down low. And G with the stuff.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Here is Russell. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. To the paint. Stolen. Here's the captain. Hits the three-point bomb. The captain's got 5.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make it.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Attention fans, now on the court is your high squad. Get loud, I'm here.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for G. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. 4th in blocks, 10th in field goal percentage, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. Now, here's DJ. 6 points for him. Pass to the kid. Over to the left wing. They get a hand on it. And here's the break. Here's the captain. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Chicago leading by 6. Here's DJ. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And in front of you there are some first-year players putting an injection of defense into the second half of the season. The rookie steal leaders since the All-Star break. You look at G, such quick hands, second in the NBA.
His steal rate in the second half of the season shows that he's figuring out the league. So they better learn to look out for him.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Some nice passing by Oakland here. To the middle, here's Houdini, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. So it's Oakland now, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
For Oakland, they won their last contest, that game against New Orleans. Anderson outside, takes the three. Rebound by Houdini. Houdini's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Here's the kid. Launches it. They get the rebound.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Pass to the monster. They set the pick. Launches a three. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's DJ. He has 6. Here's Jay. 5 on the clock. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's G finishing it off.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Barnes outside. Here's the captain. He's got 5. Pass to Barnes. Here's Houdini. And it's Russell in the corner. Oakland needs to get off a shot here. The clock's winding down, and the dunk by Barnes.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And Chicago has possession. Pass to Magician. Here's Easy Breezy. Nothing on the board. Baller passes to Drexler. Bangs on the trifecta.
It's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
From 13, another one falls for Chicago. Oakland trails by 5. Pass to Goose. Here's the monster. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Baller. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
It's good.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Chicago leading by 3. Here's Jay. Stats on him. He's averaging 9 points a game.
Aggressive move. I know he wishes he had that one back.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
A wide open look for Drexler. Off target from three-point range. Oakland has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds as Oakland keeps possession.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for the Monster. He's been more than solid over the last month. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Here is Slim. He has 5. Clock at 4. Here's Wolf. Good on the triple. Wolf got the lead up to 2 now for Oakland.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Jay, the pass to Easy Breezy. Here's Baller. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Oakland has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
1:37 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Jay. Still without a basket. Pass to Ball. Got a piece of it. Here is Slim. 7 points in the game. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Oakland.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
And the shot goes in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Here's Jay. Oakland grabs the miss. Cruz has got his 6th rebound on the night. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Pass to the Monster. To the inside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Baller. Can they get it? And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Oakland in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thank you. Well, Coach Kerr, what did you like about the way your guys have started this game?
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for Chicago.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent in the league this season.
I think it's fair to say we know how this probably is going to shake out. But crazier things have happened.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at G in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted areas seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
The monster out there with Russell. Then it's Houdini. Then there's Slim. And it's Barnes. And it's that's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And so here is Chicago after Oakland's three-pointer on the other end. Here's the kid. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. The kid's got 6.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Russell looking around. The tray. And Oakland hits again from deep.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now here's DJ. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Pass to Barnes. Some nice passing by Oakland here. Nailed from three-point land. 15 points in the game.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
The kid. Oakland grabs the miss. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. The monster passes to Russell. Ball's knocked loose. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. He's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Slam good.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Chicago trails by 16. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. It's been quite a game for Slim.
He'll just keep hurting them from the three-point land if they let him. Here's a chance for Coach to change that.
The captains check in for the monster. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams have been the best in the rebounding department since the All-Star break.
I mean, they just out-muscle their opponents under the glass. I mean, impressive rebounding numbers, and they've really only gotten better.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Baller. 13 points in the game, and he makes that one.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Also with a wide open look, and Oakland hits again from deep.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Pass to Bowler. Lets it go with the 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 4 rebounds in this game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Oakland shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Chicago trails by 20. Out to the right wing. In the corner, it's DJ. Inside, and it's G finishing it off.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
3rd personal foul. 1st team foul.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Myers, shooting 1.
One shot.
free throw good from G. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Barnes outside. Pass to Houdini. Down low. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Chicago trails by 19. DJ kicks to Anderson. Here's the kid. He's got 6. Ball. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Outside, Russell. And that one's good. Houdini. Houdini's got 21 in the game.
And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
Now, DJ. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Baller. And Barnes sends it back. To the captain. Now Russell. Clock at 6. Some nice passing by Oakland here. Here is Slim. Lets it go from deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound. G's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's DJ. Guarded closely. And stolen by Russell. 4-on-3 break. Crosses over. Nice move. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And let's check out the stats for Baller. Some good contributions, really, since the All-Star break. He's putting up about 17 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Chicago making a switch here. Drexler, he's checked in for G. Magician comes in for Anderson. Easy Breezy's checked in for the kid. And Jay's subbed in for DJ. Outside, Drexler. Pass to Baller. Drexler with a screen on Russell. Baller misses.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Drives to the hoop. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 6 points for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Jay, the pass to Drexler. Here's Baller. Drexler with a screen on Russell. Baller misses.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Here's the captain. Drexler with the block. And that one's good. Barnes.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Drexler with a screen on Russell. Baller misses.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And that's a foul called on Baller.
Number 8.
That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Right wing. Pass to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark. And Chicago shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Jay. And that one is good. So it's Oakland now. Here's the captain. He's got 5. Pass to Russell. Here's Wolf. Off target from outside. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Jay, the pass to Ball. pick by Drexler. Shot clock at 6. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Oakland.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
The Monsters checked in for Oakland. No good on the second free throw. And Chicago has possession with his first shot attempt. Magician passes the ball. Comes up empty down low.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Some nice passing by Oakland here. Deflects the pass. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
.130 left to play in the third. Pass to Wolf. Here's the Monster. Russell high post. He's got 10. Shot clock at 3. The 17-footer. That one's not going to go. Chicago trails by 20. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass the Magician. Here's Jay. This one for 3. Oakland grabs the miss. Barnes has got 8 rebounds in this game. The Monster passes to Russell. 29 seconds left in the third. The Monster, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Here's Baller. 15 points in the game. Fires away from outside. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Oakland controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
It's not going to be easy. We've got to stay with it when it's not going well. We're all right. Come on, a lot of time. It's a lot of time. Keep battling.
Well, recognizing that it's a long game and his team can come back.
Kevin, they absolutely can, but it starts with getting stops and their defense translating into great offense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So for Chicago right now, Anderson is out there with G. And it's DJ. Then there's Baller. And it's the Kid. And it's the 3 spot. Russell passes to Houdini. Here's the Monster. To the paint. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the Monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
up and over the defender with one hand. Outstanding.
Oh, yeah. Looked like the D had a good chance to cut him off until he made his move right to the hoop.
Chicago foul. Number 88. Third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Oakland, Russell. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Russell hits them both. And you hear about the second apron, bringing both financial and basketball-related penalties. Or do you think that shrinks the window for contending teams?
It's going to force some very, very tough decisions. We've already seen teams making adjustments to put themselves in a better financial position. Those penalties, they're aggressive.
And there's the whistle. That goes on the quick. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. The captains check in for Russell.
Number 13. Number 13.
So it's Oakland now. Slim passes to Houdini. Here's the monster. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip, but he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
After the kid. From downtown, Myers. It's good on the putback.
Well, he's done his part. No doubt about it. Still yet to miss in the game.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here is Slim. To the inside. It's deflected. Here's Baller to the middle. And Anderson kicks to G. Pass to Baller. And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with a headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
Here's the captain after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Slim. Some nice passing by Oakland here. Clock is at 3. Here's the monster. And he's good on the 3-ball. And Oakland leads by 21.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
DJ passes to Myers. The monster with the rebound. For Oakland, they've got all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Trains it from beyond the arc.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's the kid. Pass to Anderson. Here's the kid. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Oakland making a switch here. Barnes is checked in.
1 shot.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And the game getting more spread out. You think RJ will ever see an NBA 4-point line?
I doubt it, but I guess you never know. I personally don't think it's a good idea. I think the game needs tweaks, not changes.
The kid gets the bucket.
At point-blank range, oh, yeah. You're not missing from there.
Oakland leading by 22. Barnes outside. Pass to Houdini. To the paint. And that one is stuffed right through.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's DJ. He's covered closely. Here's the kid into the lane. Yes, it is. Or that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Pass to Slim. Here's the captain. Here's Houdini. Here's the monster. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Pass to DJ. And Anderson kicks to DJ. Here's the kid. Here's Baller. Connects from three-point range.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Here's the captain. Pass to the monster. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's the kid. RJ, the NBA this season hosting some regular season games in Berlin and in London. Possible basketball markets moving forward.
Yeah, with the NBA looking at a new league in Europe, bringing the NBA games to these cities will help drive the interest.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Russell, he's checked in for Oakland. And the second free throw, good. Oakland leading by 20. Here's the monster. Slim passes to